All right. Sorry about that. Hey, everybody. Welcome to your reading for May 24th, 2025. I hope everybody is well. I was just gathering all of your cards, trying to see which ones I wanted to use. This is just going to be a let's check on your messages. Okay. Let's just check on your messages to see what may come out. If you still want to call it a energy check-in or whatever the case, that's fine. But I've just decided to come on here and do this read for you before I call it a night. Okay, so good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you do see this. All right, and today is May 24th, 2025. All right, because y'all cards are all the way down in one of your new compartments that I bought, but it's still too small. So I got to find again and buy something else. Just don't even go in here. I got to find something else to put y'all cards in. I keep buying this and buying that, and it's still not giving what I want it to give. Okay, so all right, you have a planet card, and it is Venus. For the people who do not follow me, I follow Vedic or Jasti, Vedic Sidereal. So I believe Venus is still in Pisces, if I'm not mistaken. Um, I haven't checked to see when or if Venus is moving from Pisces, but she came out. Okay, so this could be about your love relationship. Um, but I know right off the bat, if you're a Cancer Capricorn, especially if you are one in Vedic Sidereal, then you're having oppositions in your love life anyway, because Mars is in Cancer, fourth house. So this is why you're not feeling cherished. This is why your relationship is not enjoyable. The person you're dating is really not cooperating. Okay. Um, there seems to be not a lot of fairness right now. There could be a lot of attraction, but that could be the Mars energy. Okay, Mars is an aggressor, aggression. It is like a fighter, a soldier, a warrior. It's the color red. It's passion. It's desire. So it could be still a lot of attraction there, but there's no Venus energy. There still could be a lot of pleasure, literally, okay, and attraction. And it may feel like a good time, but you're not getting the partnership. Now, some good news is that Mars will be leaving finally fourth house of Cancer. Um, it will be moving, okay, but that won't be until June. So, excuse me. Like I said, I came on here in the last minute, okay, before I decided to turn in for tonight. But it won't be until after June, like the first week of June. You're gonna have to give it some time. Um, some of you may get a message from this person and even see them, because it waits until I get on video and then my phone want to start doing email notifications and everything like that. Okay, so Gemini, what's going on in Gemini? Jupiter. hmm And again, this is Vedic Sidereal, so Jupiter just left Taurus and moved into Gemini. What, about 2 weeks ago? So, um, what you want to be known will be revealed. Okay, and even with the energy of Jupiter, growth, expansion, success, even if it's not about your love life, it will or can be through your education, job, career. entrepreneurship, in life in general, different whatever different prospect that you are seeking growth and expansion. Okay. Now, Jupiter is in a third house of Gemini, just like I said, and that's mercurial energy. Okay, so the information to explain that discussion, that talk about love, about partnership, um, is this mutual. Um, the fluctuation that you're having in your dating life between you and this person, with your job, the fluctuation of your check be good and then it's not, the hours be high, then they're not. All of that type of fluctuation is going to even out, okay? But it's going to need the start of Mars to get out of fourth house. And it will then move to Leo, okay? Now, while Mars will move to Leo, um, that's not going to be too much better either, okay? But it's going to be fire on top of fire, okay? It's going to be fire on top of fire. Leo is a fire sign, a fire house. Fifth house of Leo is also dating. It is progeny or procreation, the making of a child. So all of that attraction and pleasure and things like that that you will or is having with this person, also could produce a child. Just letting you know, whether you're prepared or whether you're not prepared for that. Just giving you information ahead of time. Okay. Um, and this is where Jupiter, I feel, will soothe out that information that needs to be explained. That communication needs to be done and or had, because this is going to be a lot of fire on top of fire when Mars leaves Cancer after the first week of June and then moves into Leo. But K2 is already there. Okay? So, sacrifice, confusion, idealization, you got Neptune here. Yeah, be prepared to sacrifice. Yielding or slowly is the only way if you really want, if this is something that you want to sustain, something that you really want this to work from right now until the end of the transit of Mars leaving Cancer, and then also Mars being in Leo and transiting out of Leo, most likely going into Virgo, which is a health of a relationship, a fix, to be able to talk it out, work it out type of energy, um, that you will be able to get the type of cooperation that you need. Okay. Um, or some of you will just go ahead and sacrifice and end this relationship, and this person also must sacrifice and end it with you. Again, because of Mars being in the fifth house of dating, this person may begin to be attractive to everybody, or a lot of people we be then attracted to them, and they will sacrifice this relationship, or you're dating them or married to, or whatever the case may be, and they will decide to pursue with that Mars energy in a fifth house of Leo other people, other situations, because of that intensity. Okay. Now, just because I said that word, I'm now picturing a certain card out of a certain deck. So let me get it. I was gonna get it at first, but then I didn't reach and get it. Okay. So we're gonna see if it comes out. But like I say, it's a lot of quietness right now. It's no real particular cooperation. Um, you're not getting the type of communication, the heart of the matter. Also, what I see and hear from you, or you from them from you, whatever the case may be, because there's too much fluctuation. It's up and down, in and out, yes and no, a lot of attraction, a lot of passion, still having some good times when you're around that person, but it's not really, it's more like an idealization. So it could be either you or them, that this is more of an idealization of a good time, of attraction. And if it is, just be honest with yourself. If it is, if it is just a more of an idealization, that you just see yourself with this person, you just experience attraction and a good time with them. Oh Lord, speaking of people, um then it may just be that. Okay, so like I just said, some of you may actually get a message as soon as I'm talking. Hey, what's up? And I haven't spoken to that person in a couple of days. Projection. Mm. So, you know, what you do, they do. What you say, they say. What you don't say, they don't say. If you avoid, they avoid. Okay? There is a lack of maturity here. One person could be older, younger, but still, whether you're older or younger, that don't make a difference. Um, it still could be one person's lack of maturity when it comes to love, relationship, and communication. Also, they could be a person, or in their energy, the way that they are not handling things in their life, that they are sacrificing unnecessary people, places, and things, and the wrong people, places, and things. Okay? And that they are slowly learning from that with maturity here in reverse. Moment to moment, this is happening right now as the current energy. It was going step by step, moment for moment, but this is the energy of it changing right now. Some of you, this could be about traveling. Some of you, this could be long distance type of relationship, and you want to see this person now. You want to have this conversation. You better not call me, because I'm doing a reading. Playfulness. Some of you saying they play too much, or they're not playing enough, and somebody here is feeling guilty. They know they need to come towards you and to see you, to fix this, to save this, um, to give off their charm, okay? To put their charm back into your energy here as the Empress. No more postponement. Somebody here is also feeling very guilty of treating you a certain way, ignoring you, ignoring a conversation, sacrificing some things about you, towards you, like y'all could not be going out, they could not be really spending money, or you're not really spending money. There's no dating, there's no courting. It's something to that effect, okay? Because I teach y'all all the time, Venus here is not very happy. If she was, then the playfulness would come out in the upright. Okay? So Venus is not experiencing a very great time right now, but she is in Pisces. Pisces is 12th house of ending. Okay? So, but it's guilt there. We have my Sag card of new vision, past life in reverse. How did I end up using these cards? Cutting through the red tape, no more politics, and letting go of control issues. Yeah, because Venus is not going to be controlled. She is a very free flowing, energetic uh, vibration and frequency. Love is not about control, manipulation, um, being stubborn, hard headed, things must be my way or no way type of thing. Okay. Bottom of the deck is the consciousness. So, what is the control here? Somebody could be trying to control the narrative of how much they deal with you, how much attraction, love, pleasure, good time, interaction, on and off, in and out, stop and go. They could be purposely doing this because of the Mars energy, especially if they are a masculine. Um, but we got the Sun card. So, yes, is the first answer that they are, or somebody here is trying to control and manipulate this, but somebody here also is controlling their own happiness, where that they want it to be yes, they're participating, but they're controlling on how much, how little, okay, and how successful or how not successful that they want it to be. So with the projection, the guilt, and the politics here in reverse, also the playfulness and the postponement in reverse, um, I really feel that somebody here is controlling the narrative. And it is divine masculine is the sun energy. Okay. The clock. Perfect time and longevity. The past. Now you got past life here in reverse. Lifetime, origin, time passes, test of time, making time, and eventually. This seems like a repeat, a rerun. This is something that one of you or both of you is reliving from the past life currently in this time period. So, whoever that you're dealing with, okay, or thinking about, this is their. That's probably why that past life card was stuck in this deck, and I said it don't go here. Okay, because those are past life cards. Um, Whoever this is, they have self-sabotaged their one of their past life relationships. Could have been by politics, through politics, not following their vision or the original path. They went off path here with moment to moment in reverse. And because of that postponement, a sun energy um, was lost, which is the sun is also father, husband, it's the divine masculine. So they lost that power in order to say yes. This also could be why they're not saying yes now. Somebody here is scared to travel this road again. You see the like this path here, but then the sun is way up here, and then you got the sun card that's here. Somebody is purposely controlling not to either come towards you, visit you, um, to travel down or go down this road again. Look, the star card trying to come in reverse, but it landed like in concerned energy. Yeah, like I'm saying, somebody's trying to be very independent, trying to act very detached and cool, you know. They want to be on their own, but they're still giving very assertive type of energy. What's also in Aquarius? Rahu. Okay. So, Rahu also can be, makes things worser than actually what they are. But I wasn't expecting during this short period of time for this to be a past life reading, but this is what is coming as. And I keep looking at the moon card over here, which is just flipped over at the top of the deck with the hangman in reverse. We got a moon coming up on June the 11th or 12th, and it's going to be called the flower moon. I said or mentioned that in the last reading, what, yesterday, day before that. You see the flower of the Empress energy here, the flowering, okay, which is the lotus flower, Venus energy. She's already over here too. But like I said, the next moon is going to be called the flowering moon. A good sign, a omen, baggage, burdens, feeling cursed, guilt, shame, regret. So this is also what I'm feeling, that somebody is stopping their own happiness to travel down this path, this road, to say yes, either through guilt, shame, regret, or some type of baggage that they are slowly healing from. But the clock is here. The clock is saying that it's time, and that it don't need to be moment to moment anymore. That who or whatever this is, they are healed enough to go down this road and experience joy and happiness. But it seems like they're purposely controlling this not to do it. Not wanting to see or feel this new vision. Is nothing really in the way. Politics here is in reverse. So it's not about religion, dogma, principles, um, a certain instructions, religious denomination, a marriage, or anything like that. There's no type of law, okay, or anything as politics that is holding this person back from acting more mature. But, they also could not be listening to their consciousness. So, I want to clarify what is the guilt? Taking this leap of faith. Somebody could want or just had a son, okay? Or the guilt is that they could be still feeling ties to their past or past life, the current past, or they're feeling through their consciousness images of they went through this or traveled down this road before as a relationship, and they're having some type of blockage or hesitance from that past life energy coming up into the presence. It's kind of like with the sun and traveling here, that this is a turning point. The clock, that it's time for them to make a new decision for this lifetime. Okay? You understand? It's time for them to do it for this lifetime. Now this person is face videoing me, FaceTiming me. I guess their ears are ringing. Magician, Mercury energy. Now they could be trying to get their resources and everything together, taking inspired action toward that. Um, but it's also kind of like, are they thinking? Are they really thinking about this? About really what they want? Or are they scared? Because you do have projections here. All right. It's amazing when you start doing videos, people want to call. But soon as I've been sitting down, ain't doing nothing. Soon as I get up to do a video, my phone want to start ringing. Nine of Swords. Somebody is fearful that they know they need to make a decision. or could have a choice between, it could be for somebody, a family, or somebody else that they're dating, or a choice, a mental choice, consciousness, that to make a choice to be happy. And it sounds stupid and weird, but it is actually a thing. Some people are scared to choose to be happy. Some people are so addicted to their past life and addicted to trauma and drama and things that don't go right in their life. And then when they meet something or have something good or meet somebody good in their life, they're scared to choose yes. hmm Could also be a pride issue here, or a choice between two people. We got the Three of Wands, needing to take inspired, like inspiration, inspire action. If you want to say waiting for the ships to come in, some of you are actually waiting on a delivery. It should be less than 2 weeks, less than 9 days. For some of you, it may be a day to a week that you receive your package. Four of Cups. If they don't take inspired action toward their own happiness, then they're going to miss out on this Four of Cups. This is probably why the clock is here, okay? Because they're either, this Five of Wands also can be inner conflict, okay? Some people can be their own drama and keep them or keep themselves from their own happiness. This is also why the Magician is here. Um, Somebody here, because the Magician is single, so that may be you, or it still can be the other person. But if somebody here is still wanting to stay attached to the past, they're soon going to realize that they missed out on this new traveling, um optimistic journey, okay, that they could lead, or it will lead into. See, soon as I say that, Three of Cups. Now, be careful if you are invited, or you have a birthday party, a wedding invitation, anniversary, maybe a parent, a sister, brother. Um, if this person asks you out, or you decide to ask somebody out, and they're giving you a lot of projection or drama and, conflict and things like that, like they can't make up their mind. This is why Venus, like I said, is not happy. Okay? Somebody here is allowing too much stuff from their past, or their own self stop their own happiness. Okay? And this could be why this person is not wanting to reconnect, or you're not really wanting to reconnect. But this is why the Ace of Cups is missing. You got the 4 to the 3, the 3 to the 4. 4 minus 3, or 3 minus 3 out of 4, you're going to have one left. The Ace of Cups. And again, this is the Ace of Cups right here. So no matter how you project it or look at it, it's still point blank period. The Ace of Cups is not either given, so somebody cannot receive it. You see what I'm saying? Somebody is not offering the Ace of Cups. Somebody here is still trying to be optimistic about it, but they also are beginning to learn from their past as maturity, that you can't stay optimistic for something for too long, because you know that you will get disappointed. Okay? And I teach y'all also about levels of expectations from humans. If you sit there and expect stuff from humans, you will get hurt, you will get let down. If you just keep the faith, and if you want to say it is what it is, if it happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't. But don't have no level of expectations. Well, I expected them to act like this. I expected them to be this. I expected them to come around by now. Um, I gave them money. I expected them to pay me back. No, you should have just gave them the money. because your level of expectations that they were going to pay you back let you down because they didn't do it or they won't do it. You see what I mean about expectations? You have to learn things in your journey about what to do and what no longer to do to avoid hurt and to avoid disappointment. It's okay to be optimistic and happy and look toward the future and idolize or have a sense of idealization and think this and fantasize about this and that, but you also have to remain in reality. Okay, stay also in control of your own reality. Speaking of that, Saturn is in Pisces for the next 2.5 years. So, if this person does not choose this new route of happiness for their self in life in general, this also could be about you, then they're going to be in this lesson for the next 2.5 years. They're going to have to, remember I said about past life or repeating a cycle? They're going to have to relive this world, this cycle again. Even if they decide to reconnect with somebody from their past that was giving them a lot of drama, um, issue with friends, issue with family members, keeping a lot of people in their business, internal conflict within their self, avoiding happiness, okay, then they will repeat it. This is why they're stressed. They know they need to make a decision. Should they reconnect? Should you reconnect? And they'll go to lovers. Bottom of the deck is the Ten of Pentacles. Okay. Happiness can be had. A relationship can be done and had here. Now, I know everybody is not dating. I know a lot of my subscribers and moderators and people that watch me are single and they want to stay single. I get it. I understand. But the cycle is here and open for you. It's ready for you. I do see that you're still optimistic about finding something or finding somebody in your future. Remember also the transit of Rahu and Ketu is the next 18 months. Okay? So, between worlds, just like I was saying, coming from the darkness or transition into the color. This is also this same card here. Well, it's not the same card, but it's the same representation. You see how it's gray and everything here, but inside the yellow lines is color. Okay, this person is also dark gray, depressed, anxiety, all of the nine and the two of swords. But her shirt, him or her, whatever, is leading in or fading into color, or the color is fading out. This is up to you or a person if they're going to continue to postpone it. Either you're going to stay in a dark and gray area, and by making no choice is a choice. Okay? And don't let people fool you with that, right? Or either he or she is going to step into the color, okay? In between worlds. Let's get two more. Now it did come into reverse, so this can or is a slow transition for you, y'all, or this person. Um, Chaos and conflict. It also popped in reverse. I'm going to put these in the upright because the clock came out. It's time for somebody to stop postponing something. Whether you're going to break up with this person, Five of Wands to the Three of Cups, and go back to being single, dating, hanging out back with your friends, um, and having your own sense of inspiration for your own life. If this situation or dating this person or relationship or marriage didn't work out, Four of Cups, it didn't work out. But don't let it control and stop your life. Remain as the Three of Cups. Okay, energetic, happy, travel, get out, meet people. Don't postpone your color. okay, to remain gray. Hmm. Keep talking about the word of inspiration. There it go. Somebody may not be feeling very inspired right now, but that's going to be different for everybody because of all the different oppositions and things that's going on, especially with the world card Saturn being in Pisces, which is an ending house. Somebody also got to stop controlling and let go of their ego so that love can happen. Somebody here is purposely not trying to have inspiration, but to keep chaos and conflict either between the both of you, family or friends is instigating or doing this. Somebody from their past or your past is still instigating, um, or kind of stopping your person from going forward to be happy. Um, and that can be whether it's in job, education, career, making a family, making a new family, bringing two families together, getting engaged, saying yes to the dating process, and then taking it to something serious after that, whatever it is for you. But the issue is the Five of Wands to this Three of Cups. Somebody is purposely sabotaging this, causing chaos. Okay. The Aquarius card, the Star card is here too. So this also could be on social media. It could be drama or stuff being kept up on social media here. But as the magician, it's up to you to um, process this. You have all the tools that you need to fix this, to handle this, to move forward. For some of you to stay in it and let things, die down when it does die down. But either way, in this particular deck, there are two lovers card. One, she got her hair chopped off, and then the other card, her hair is long. So from the beginning or end, this lifetime, another lifetime, you will be um, or come back across with your soulmate. So whether she started out with her hair long and now she has went through the rebirth process and she cut her hair or her hair is short, or she started out with short hair and then she reunited, okay, with the royal card, a cycle, um, back with her soulmate lover, he or she, and then she's going back through a rebirth process and then decide to cut her hair. Now I would go through the deck and try and find it, but if you've been on my channel, uh, you have seen this card before. When I first got the deck, I didn't really realize that it was two lovers card until one reading they both showed up right next to each other. Now I believe that was years ago. It haven't happened in a long time, and I thought that was pretty cool. So I was like, okay, so this could be transition, uh, starting out one way, going through a rebirth. Because plenty of times I know I have cut my hair all the way down to a 1 to 2 inches when my hair is actually to my shoulder. Okay. And going through a rebirth transition process, I have cut my hair all the way down to 2 inches and let it grow back out. I've did that like 2 or 3 times now in the past 5 years. Okay. But this is the card that I was saying. You see how it can start out, her hair was either long and she went through a rebirth process, or she started out with it short, and over time, because as you can see, this person is a dark, beautiful chocolate, and this person is a more lighter brown color. Okay, so yes, you will have different soulmates in different lifetimes, right? But that's the whole point. That's the whole point of the journey. And these are two totally different masculines or people, however you want to say it. So even if you're with this in one lifetime, in this lifetime, you still gonna remember, okay, things that you needed to learn and to keep with you and use in this lifetime, and vice versa. But you will always come back or have your soulmate, okay? Or if you want to call it twin flame with the flames on the trees here. However the case may be. But I hope y'all was able to get the message from today. It was just like a quick check-in. I feel that some of the chaos and conflict is going to ease up. It is going to be a little bit more of time, though, that's needed, at least until after the first week of June. Okay, so that's not too far away. I feel that you've been dealing with it for this long. You can wait about another week and a half or so. Okay, and then stuff will begin to ease up. Okay, so don't worry. Um, just let things, just be easy going for right now. Whatever needs to come out or be exposed will also be exposed, and you will get that answer and also communication in some type of way. It may come out unexpectedly, um, but you're going to get it, okay? You're going to get what you need to hear in order to make your decision. Don't worry about it. Get some rest, get some sleep. I feel that this person is worrying more than you because I feel that that person is the one who really needs to make the choice. Okay. So yeah, thank y'all so much. Please also don't forget to get your calendar. Our first release on Amazon. You can get your real actual journal calendar on through the link. It's all across, about page, um, description area. Is pinned up under some of the videos. But that is an actual calendar journal where you can write down your manifestations, your prayer journals, notes. It's a 30-day challenge in here. It's grocery list. It's a food journal. um, how am I feeling today? What are you going to do? What are you looking forward to? Your affirmations. There's all different type of stuff in there. And like I said, it's my first release on Amazon. So I appreciate it if you will support it. It's doing pretty good. And thank y'all so much. And I will see y'all in the next one.